we have 30 alumni, volleyball alumni, representing 6 decades of Trinity volleyball excellence. Ladies, please stand to be recognized. Stand to be recognized. Tiger volleyball alumni. And after the match, we ask the Tiger volleyball alumni to head to the floor for a group shot. Thank you, ladies. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the starting lineup for the Colorado College Tigers. Number 2, a senior libero, Peyton Hummel. Number 6, a junior setter, Jenny Jenks. Number 9, a junior outside hitter, Isabella Lapashis. Number 11, a sophomore setter, Annie Stager. Number 12, a sophomore defensive specialist, Kelly Miller. Number 18, a sophomore middle blocker, Steph Brown. And number 21, a sophomore middle blocker, Kaylee Studeville. The assistant coaches are Chad Kenningston, Michelle Getz, and Zach Underwood. Head coach of Colorado College, Sharon Kingman. Colorado College Tigers. Your attention is directed to the video board for a Tiger volleyball highlight video. The starting lineup for the Trinity Tigers. Number 3, a first-year libero, Jenna Rodriguez. Number 4, a junior middle blocker, Maddie Fate. Number 6, a senior setter, Marissa Amarino. Number 7, a first-year outside hitter, Reagan Watley. Number 8, a senior middle blocker, Emily Ellis. Number 9, a senior right side player, Sarah Flynn. Number 17, a junior outside hitter, Mackenzie Logan. The assistant coaches are Maggie Linker and Brad Bullets. Head coach of the Tigers, Julie Denton. Trinity Tigers. Officials, you have the match. Let's play some SCAC volleyball.
Earlier this year, we had a bit of a catfight when the Laverne Leopards came to face the Trinity Tigers. But today, it is the real joust for the jungle, the Katy Perry battle. Who will you hear roar? The Tigers of Colorado College or the Tigers of Trinity University? Let's find out on this Sunday brunch special right here on Tiger Network. I'm Brian Jenselson, back with Jade Schoenberger in the booth. Great to be with y'all on this Sunday morning. And Jade, we've been waiting for this one all weekend long.
All weekend, all season. We've been really looking forward to this SCAC matchup. Again, both Tigers here in the gym today. And we got a ton of alumni here. And so a great support for the Trinity Tigers side. Really looking for this match, as well as everyone else.
You're a member of TUVB alumni, so must be special to be here with 30 of your fellow TUVB alumni spanning 6 decades here in CalGuard Gym. Pretty special.
Definitely a special weekend. A lot of familiar faces. It's been awesome.
And it should be an awesome match as well. These are the two teams that when you think SCAC volleyball, you think of the Colorado College Tigers coming into today, 16-6 overall, 8-3 in conference play, and the Trinity Tigers ranked number 4 in the country, coming in 20-3 and 11-0 in conference play. So they'll look to remain unbeaten in conference play, and they'll do it with that familiar starting lineup. Jenna Rodriguez, Maddie Fate, Marissa Amarino, Emily Ellis, Sarah Flynn, and Mackenzie Logan. And it'll be Marissa Amarino that'll get us going here in San Antonio. 11 a.m., bright and early. Hope you have your breakfast tacos with you. We sure do. And get ready for a good one. Amarino ready to serve. And we are off. Miscommunication early will give the Tigers a free ball. Amarino, Ellis, and what a way to get it going. Emily Ellis with the kill. Another tough serve. Jenny Jenks going tight at the net, and it'll be Isabella Lapachis with the kill to tie things up at 1. And expect to see that often for the Tigers of Colorado College. Isabella Lapachis, the junior from Piedmont, California, has had 41 kills this weekend in Colorado's 3 matches. This one in the net from the libero Peyton Hummel, and a freebie goes to the Trinity Tigers. We'll have to catch ourselves as we say Tigers and have to clarify every time.
A little bit of Trinity Tiger here, a little bit of Colorado College Tiger there. Great start for both teams. We're currently tied up at 2-2. And that's going to send Jenks back to serve for Colorado College.
So here is Jenny Jenks, the setter, and she is in the net. So a couple of service errors early on for Colorado, and not what they want to see as they come in here looking for a big-time victory against their rival. And they could sure use it. It has not been the typical year for these Colorado College Tigers, struggling their way through conference play. Right here, a kill on the outside from Delaney Rock to tie things up at 3. But if you look at that record, 3 losses may not sound like a lot. But for Colorado, they've come to Texas Lutheran and Austin College along with Trinity. And it's the first time, Jade, that they've lost to someone not named Trinity or Southwestern in the conference since 2012.
Wow.
So a team that typically dominates SCAC play has run into some roadblocks, but they are still a dangerous team, still have some weapons that we are used to seeing on Tiger Network, as we've seen them in years past at conference tournaments and in regular season matches. And so definitely not a team that Trinity ever overlooks. And another service error, this time from Lapachis. And so 3 service errors out of the 4 points for Trinity.
Yeah, definitely not a team. We've mentioned this before in prior matches. Definitely not a team that you want to be giving freebie points to. The Trinity Tigers frequently play a very clean game. And just giving them the momentum like that is not what you want.
Definitely not. And here comes Josie Dayer on to serve. Reverse behind her back. Jenny Jenks saved and kept alive by the Tigers. Great defense. And here they go again. This time it'll be a kill out of the middle for Steph Brown, the sophomore from Worcester, Massachusetts. So great initial defense by the Tigers, but Colorado hung on to it and got the kill on the second go-around. Nice pass by Logan. Dayer goes right back to her, but she's going to be called for a double. So Colorado takes the 6-4 lead. Steph Brown here, back to serve. She had 9 kills yesterday against Dallas. She goes to Logan, and Rodriguez has to chase it before getting it back to Logan. Logan can't quite get it over the net. So 3 in a row for Colorado, as their serving game has improved here over the last couple of points. But here comes another service error, so make it 4 in the first set already. Colorado maybe a little anxious knowing that this is a big game for them.
Yep, big game. And like we mentioned, there are a lot of Trinity fans just boosting the energy in here with that last serve. Sometimes all it takes is just changing up the look of service receive. You saw Logan step up, and then the Trinity Tigers thus were in a 2-man passing. And there you have it. To double that up, you got Nadia Kern with an ace behind the service line. Now 1 away from tying things up here.
And Kern has been on point over the last few matches, especially from behind the service line where she is so dominant. Over 100 aces on her career, and you can see why. Every time is a different look, and look at another one, 2 in a row for Nadia Kern.
Yeah, this entire weekend we've seen Nadia Kern and Jenna Rodriguez kind of bouncing back and forth between who's wearing the libero jersey. This match here, you're seeing Jenna Rodriguez wearing the libero jersey, but Nadia Kern nonetheless is coming in strong with serving and confidence with her defense. Another dig right there for Nadia Kern.
And there goes Willie on the right side, off speed, puts it down on the court, and Trinity 4-0 run to take the lead right back. This time, it'll sail over the head of Lapachis and out. So Colorado Taising's back up, but Nadia Kern tightening the gap and putting it as a tie score as Annie Stager now comes in, sophomore from El Granada, California. The setter had 14 digs against Dallas. And here comes Watley, a lot on it, but a bit too much as it sails out. So Colorado right back on top. Left-handed serve, forces Watley to dive for it. Maddie Fate across the middle. Another opportunity for Maddie Fate. And it goes just beyond the line, out again. So take away 4 service errors for Colorado and they'd be up 10-4 at least. But that's not how it works. And that time, it'll be a tool off the block for Sarah Williamy. So Trinity just down 1, even though they haven't been their sharpest offensively. And we tend to see that so often. Even when Trinity's not at their absolute best, they can still hang with most teams in this country.
Absolutely.
Slide attempt and good from Kaylee Studeville. Coming out from the middle and to the right, the sophomore from Green Oaks, Illinois. And this roster, as you may have already noticed, very much like Trinity's in that we have people from all over the country. It is not an exclusively Colorado roster at all. In fact, only 3 players from the state of Colorado. Here comes Willie again, and speaking of Colorado, there is the Colorado native Sarah Williamy, the super senior, getting yet another kill, already a couple early in set 1. And now the California native out of Calabasas, one of a couple of California girls on this roster. Jenny Jenks pushes it to Lapachis, and Amarino's right there thanks to a block too that helped her. And now the lefty swing of Flynn falls between the net and the Tigers. Point Trinity. Amarino has gotten up to over 20 assists 9 times this season already, and one of just 5 Tigers to play in every single match. So the senior, one of the big leaders on this squad. Lapachis will try it again, but not going to get it past Flynn and Nellis. Big time block by the super seniors. And Trinity back on top, 12-11. Let's take a look at this replay. The big swing from Lapachis, but the bigger block from the super seniors. Floater from Amarino. Jenks, slide again. Kern meets it. Amarino, Ellis, and Ellis is sent back. So a point for Colorado. Great action early on. Now that the team seemed to have gotten past their serving issues, you can see the type of high-quality volleyball we're used to.
Yep, points going consistently back and forth at this point. We'll see which Tiger can pull away with a string of points here. That was going to be an ace for Hummel back there behind the service line for the Colorado College side. Now up by 1. Tigers looking for a nice pass so they can run their strong offense. A great pass from Kern. Tip from Flynn is going to be picked up. Nice block from Ellis and Watley. Another block attempt for Flynn and Ellis, but Colorado College is going to tool off that, sending Hummel back to serve once again.
Colorado up a couple with Peyton Hummel from right here in San Antonio, O'Connor High School. But she gets her second service error of the morning. So she does have an ace, but a couple of errors to give it right back to Trinity. And now the first year from the Woodlands, Reagan Watley. Jenks behind her back, but a nice dig by Watley. Here comes Logan from the outside. Great coverage by Rodriguez, but it is not enough to save the point. 15 for Colorado. And Jenny Jenks now, and before the match, we were talking Jade and saying, she's still here? Yes, she is. Seems like she's been here forever, but contributing for Colorado ever since her freshman year. Nice low serve. Amarino pushes it to Logan, tries to go down the line, not going to work. Jenks to Lapachis, and Rodriguez, nice hustle. Flynn has to stop in her tracks a bit. Still going here. Logan will try it. And eventually it falls for Delaney Rock. So a nice long rally goes towards Colorado. And they again jump out to a 3-point lead. And here comes a timeout from Coach Julie Jenkins, her first of the morning. So Colorado 16, Trinity 13 in this first set. And look what we have. Look who we have. Oh no, Leroy, take your time walking down the steps. It is Leroy, the real Tiger.
The real Tiger, yep. Those stairs are steep, so definitely want to be careful. Hold on to that railing. Definitely fun to see him in the gym this morning.
You know it's a big-time event if Leroy is in the house. Absolutely.
Getting some nice photos with all the kiddos that are here this morning.
Leroy maybe a little bit confused seeing that there are some Tigers in Colorado too. He's just so used to being here in Texas, gotten used to the climate. But let's catch Leroy up a little bit on what he's looking for today since he hasn't been out here in CalGuard Gym, I don't believe. Leroy strutting his stuff. And this is a Colorado team mentioned at the top that they've struggled a little bit, and it's hard not to struggle when you lose two pieces like they have in Georgia Mullins and Isabella Vasquez, two seniors that graduated from Colorado but are still playing volleyball, and not only just playing, they are playing at the Division I level. Georgia Mullins at the University of Missouri, Kansas City, and Vasquez at the University of Denver, and got to talk with Coach Sharon Dingman of Colorado and said, of course, any team will struggle to lose somebody like them, but it's taken time, and now finally she thinks her roster is getting used to having new go-to options, and someone like Lapachis, who maybe was the second or third option last year, now the go-to, and they're finally starting to hit their stride. They've won 4 in a row, and looking for a fifth, but out of the timeout, Jenny Jenks with another service there, and Trinity within 2 after the timeout.
Yeah, we've mentioned with several teams in SCAC this weekend, a lot of teams having freshmen that need to step up to the plate, with there being, for example, no seniors on the inner squad. So I'm sure adjustments are working out just the same for the Colorado College team. That ball is going to fall and be a point for the Trinity Tigers, sending Jenna Rodriguez back to serve once again. Hometown Tigers now down by 1 here.
Nice serve by Rodriguez. Jenks pushes it out to Lapachis. Dive by Watley, saves it. Logan dug over there in the back row, and Lapachis again. Lapachis is roofed by Flynn and Fate.
Great block by Flynn. That ball pretty much going straight down. You'll see it on the replay. Oh, just kidding. Maybe I missed the replay. But great positioning from right side Flynn. Double quick will score for Colorado College. A great option for them.
And it'll bring Lapachis back to serve, and Lapachis leading the entire conference with 4 kills per set, a number that also ranks 14th across the nation, but she is long again on her serve, so these Tigers from Colorado Springs have to be disappointed and wondering what could be if they could just get some serves in the court.
Sure, there was a lot of energy coming into this match, but they definitely need to dial that down a little bit and stop giving away those free points to the Trinity team. It's going to be Dare who just subbed in, and she is serving, picking up a dump. from Jenks. Williamy will try and get that ball over, but with no touch from the Colorado side, that's going to be 4.
And right there, we saw an example of the dump not initially landing in the kill, but just causing enough disruption for Trinity that they were unable to gather themselves and continue the point. Nice swing from Logan on the outside. And Mackenzie Logan gets her kill. Finally gets it past the dive of Steph Brown, who has been solid back there. And it is 18-all with Nadia Kern, just who the Tigers of Trinity want, back to serve. Low serve, giving Colorado some trouble. Dayer able to dig it. Rodriguez sets it for Willie, and Willie puts it down. You can hear the chants of Willie from the stands. We see Lexi Acevedo, we see Avery Tuggle, Emma Funk, so many of the TUVB alumni that played with Willie, Flynn, and Ellis. So they are excited for their friend. And this set giving us all the excitement we could hope for. Lapachis from the back row, and Lapachis with the kill.
Lucky swing bouncing right off the tape there. Watley almost got a hand underneath it.
Here comes the lefty serve of Stager. Rodriguez has to backtrack. Gets it to Dayer, and Watley right to Hummel. Jenks goes outside. There's Nadia Kern. Dayer goes to Watley yet again. She goes down the line, saved by Lapachis. Nice hustle from her. Dayer goes to Willie. She tries to take some off it. Jenks is there. So good defense from both sides. Kanziora meets the arms of Kern. Can Watley do it the third time? No, she can't. Out for Trinity, and Colorado the first to 20.
Some great defense on both sides throughout that rally. You saw Lapachis with her one-arm dig to keep that ball in play, and then the Colorado College Tigers returned things with a tip down the line as well, which was picked up by Nadia Kern, I believe, again in that last rally. We're going to see an ace from Colorado College, which is going to result in Julie Jenkins using her second time out. Colorado College currently leading 21-19 here in set 1.
And we'll take our first timeout along with Coach Jenkins. Be right back in about a minute. Welcome back to Tiger Network. Really Tiger Network today, Colorado Tigers and Trinity Tigers, and we have Colorado on top 21-19 in this first set. Julie Jenkins calling her second time out of the set, trying to stem the momentum a little bit. As Colorado, when their serve has been on, they have been playing well. So what can they do with it? Josie Dayer, Maddie Fate. What they certainly can't do is stop the swing of Fate.
Fate has consistently this season been a great option for the Trinity Tigers with that quick in the middle.
She puts up a great serve. Gives Colorado some trouble. People wanted a double call. They're not going to get it. Instead, it is Keely Kanziora with her first kill of the morning. And Kanziora, not someone you expect to see quiet for long. She right behind Lapachis at the top of the leaderboard with her 3.21 kills per set. She had 8 of them yesterday against Dallas, and Colorado 3 points away from stealing this first set. Dayer tied at the net. Ellis just has to get it over, and it's going to be too much. The flag is up, signaling out Colorado 23, Trinity 20. And Coach Jenkins wanting to make a change late in the set. It'll be Hallie Martin coming in for Reagan Watley just ahead of the Colorado serve. Kelly Miller serve right to the new face. And again, some trouble. Ellis able to handle it, though. Lapache is coming right back. Rodriguez with the dig. Dayer will go to Willie. And Willie gets a nice touch off the block for the Tool.
Awesome save by Josie Dayer, pulling that last set out of the net. And a nice connection to Ellis to keep that initial ball in play.
So back where we started with Amarino back to serve. Can she get Trinity in this set? Down 2. Nice tough one to the libero. Jenks handles it. Slide attempt, and slide is working. Colorado gets the kill from Kaylee Studeville. And they need just one more as the sophomore heads to the bench. And the San Antonio native will look to finish things up. Kern receives it. Amarino at the net. Ellis on the slide, but it won't matter. A double called on Amarino. And Colorado College comes into San Antonio, takes the first set from Trinity. And considering they won the set 25-21, and that's with 7 service errors, it really was a set dominated by Colorado. So we'll take a quick break on Tiger Network and be right back with some more to talk about. First set taken by Colorado College. And you see the numbers there on your screen. A hitting percentage of 120 for Trinity, just 9 kills. Not what we're used to seeing from a side that averages nearly 13, Jade.
Yeah, what looked to be a good start for both teams was really Colorado College semi-dominating. And unfortunately, they just had 7 errors, which kind of kept, 7 service errors that kept Trinity more and more in that initial set. Tigers yesterday had a hitting percentage, for the most part, over 500 against Centenary almost until the end, and right now they're only hitting 120. hoping to see the Tigers bounce back from that initial loss in set 1 and hopefully put a couple balls down.
And for Colorado, it's a side that when they get going, they are a high-powered squad. They are 6th in the entire nation, 13.5 kills per set. They had 11 in that first one, but it was enough. And then their hitting percentage on the year of .228, top 30 in the nation as well. So despite those few losses that came very unexpectedly to Texas Lutheran and Austin, Colorado at their best is one of the best in the conference. They sit in 4th place right now behind Trinity, TLU, and Southwestern. But just around the corner is that SCAC tournament, and Colorado will actually get to host. So you never know what can happen, but we know what can happen very often is a Sarah Flynn kill to get us going. It might be a good sign of things to come.
That super senior, time and time again, a great option for the Trinity Tigers. Change up to the Trinity starting lineup. You're going to see Hallie Martin starting for Mackenzie Logan in this set. That ball bouncing off of Amarino's shoulder. Sarah Flynn unable to keep the ball in play. It's going to send Hummel back to serve for Colorado College.
Another service error for Hummel. Make it 8. Maddie Fate checking back in. Jenna Rodriguez stepping behind the service line. One San Antonio native to another, both wearing the libero jersey, and the Tigers of Trinity will get a point as Colorado called for the double.
Upref calling doubles definitely more tight than we've seen this entire weekend thus far. Interesting to see if he's consistent with that over the entire match.
Nice dig by Reagan Watley. Down ball from Hallie Martin. Here comes Lapachis. Lapachis denied, but kept alive. She'll go at it again. This time goes over the block of Fate and Flynn, and she gets her kill. So a nice adjustment on the second time for Lapachis, and you can see why she is so successful as an attacker. 3-2 Trinity in set 2. And Jade, as you talk about the doubles being called more closely, it'll definitely be interesting to see, considering we have some of the best setters in the conference and in the country here today, as Flynn gets another kill to put Trinity up 2. But Jenny Jenks and Marissa Amarino, 2 of the premier setters in Division III. And Jenny Jenks, especially statistically, always up there, considering Colorado runs a 5-1 offense in which they employ just the one setter. And so that allows her to have nearly 10 assists per set, which is 16th best in the country.
Incredible, yeah. We normally talk about the Trinity offense, and rarely do we mention how awesome our setting is to back up that offense. A block for Maddie Fate and Hallie Martin to end that rally. But yeah, looping back, we rarely talk about essentially the quarterbacks of volleyball. And the Trinity Tigers definitely have some good ones.
Jenks goes to the middle, and it'll be another finish for Steph Brown. So we've seen a lot of congestion over there across the middle for Colorado. You mentioned the double quick earlier, Jade. What are you seeing that Colorado is trying to do?
Yeah, I mean, thus far in this set, they are definitely mixing in those off-speed shots. And when I mentioned the double quick in the last set, that just allowed for tremendous decision-making needing to be had on the Trinity Tigers side, unsure of who was going to get the set, in regards to that double quick.
Colorado trying anything they can to get their first victory on the year over their rival Trinity. And this will be another service error for Lapachis. That is number 3 for her alone, and it'll be number 9 for Colorado as a team. Earlier this year, the Trinity Tigers defeating Colorado up in Kerrville on Shriners home court. And that was a fun one to watch if you were a Trinity fan. The offense really on a rhythm and trying to find it here on their home gym. Nadia Kern with the serve. Here comes an attack from the right side, and going to be a point for Colorado as Delaney Rock went up for it and pulls Colorado to within 1.
They're going to call Watley in the net on that last ball. No big look of shock from Watley after that call was made.
Nice job of Dayer going behind her back, but Willie blocked at the net. Keely Canziora right there at the net. Rodriguez receives the serve. Dayer pushes it to Watley, and Watley thought she might have gotten it down, but the Tigers, boy, they are struggling, are the Trinity Tigers. Just not much going their way, and that one going right back into the face of Rodriguez, sending her down onto the court. Colorado jumps ahead 7-6. Dayer, Willie. This time, Willie puts it down. Sarah Williamy really putting this team on her back right now, up towards the top of the leaderboard with her 6th kill.
Yeah, Sarah Williamy was the only Trinity Tiger to have more than 1 kill coming out of that first set. So as you mentioned, really carried the team in the first, and it's still a great option here in the second. Nice strong swing for Colorado College. Is going to send Stager back behind the service line.
And Delaney Rock on that last kill, already matching her total against Dallas yesterday with 5. And we're still in set 2, so Colorado ahead 8-7. And they have the serve. Dayer trying to get it back to Willie, and why not? Willie is on fire and showing Colorado College what they missed out on. The super senior at the end of her college decision was ultimately deciding between Colorado College and Trinity, and she chose Trinity.
We're lucky to have her.
And we have some more stories about that coming up later on the broadcast, but just know that we like her decision to come here to San Antonio. Air from Amarino puts Colorado right back on top after Willie had helped the Tigers tie it. So right back to Colorado. Just the second air on the part of Trinity. And it'll be Kelly Miller who goes right to Kern. Amarino chases it down. And it'll be a back row swing from Nadia Kern. The second time we've seen that all year long. Then she goes with a great dig. Jenks right back to Lapachis, and Kern can't get it twice. It'll be a kill for number 7. Number 6 on the day for Lapachis. Amarino able to get it to Ellis, but Ellis is blocked in the middle by Studeville. And Trinity, who is so prolific on the block, is getting a little bit of their own medicine. 5 blocks from Colorado. Not a team that is particularly known for their blocking, under 1.5 per set. But they are already up to 2.5 per set today, Jade.
Yeah, they came to play for sure. They're playing really clean, really aggressive, and they are loud. You might not be able to hear them on the mic. But they are communicating very strongly throughout the entirety of these rallies. Tigers looking a little bit shaken up, want to get that passing dialed back in so they can run their offense the way that they want to. But maybe all they need is a quick timeout called by Julie Jenkins.
We shall see, of course, what Julie Jenkins and the Tigers have drawn up in this matchup of Tigers, the joust for the jungle that we so love to call. Trinity 24-19 all-time. Definitely one of the closer conference matchups throughout the SCAC, and that goes back all the way to 1992. So very even, very tight, always what we expect. But the last few times it has gone the way of Trinity. Trinity winning the last 3 matchups against Colorado, and the last time the Tigers in black and gold were able to come out on top was the SCAC championship in that awkward, shortened spring season in which they went undefeated throughout the year. But we are back from the timeout. Colorado on the serve. Amarino, Watley, but meets the server, and Lapachis will try it again. Amarino, great job holding it. Another swing from Kern. and a mistake by Colorado, but it still ends up in a point. It went over on the second touch, but the Tigers of Trinity were not ready, and Colorado up by 4. So early on, a lot going the way of Colorado, even when they are not doing what they're supposed to. It seems to be ending up in their favor. So maybe a little bit of Colorado magic working this morning, trying to spoil the alumni weekend party for the Trinity Tigers. Over 30 alumni in the house spanning 6 decades. So we have a pretty packed gym watching these Tigers go at it. And maybe that could be a momentum boost to Trinity as another service error now into double digits on the air is 10 for Colorado.
Wow. Something we definitely don't see from them often.
Jenks goes on the slide. The timing wasn't there, though, so a free ball for the Tigers. What can they do? Hallie Martin gets a kill. So a good sequence for the Tigers here. They get an air from Colorado and then a nice kill from Martin. Can they keep it going? The first year will try to do so. Watley, tough serve to Hummel. Jenks fakes the slide, instead goes to Lapachis. Amarino, nice dive, and Ellis nearly gets it down. Studeville comes to the middle. Trinity right there, though. Great defense so far. Studeville tries it. Flynn with the coverage. Amarino, Martin still going here. More congestion and more points for Trinity. Lapachis tried to just put it down where there was nobody there. But unfortunately for her, the white line was before the ball.
The Trinity Tigers in set 1, they were struggling to pick up those short tips, but throughout that last rally, Sarah Flynn, Marissa Amarino doing a great job of picking up those balls that were tight to the net.
And just like that, a tie ball game. 12-12 in set 2, 4-0 run for the Trinity Tigers. Studeville will try the slide. This time the timing is there for Jenks and Studeville, so she'll head to the bench after getting a kill.
A nice run for Studeville going up against that solo block, Hallie Martin, just down the line.
Now Trinity gets the favor on the ball that went over. Could have given Colorado a free ball. Instead, all tied up again. So both teams now benefiting from some luck.
Yep, an awesome look by Marissa Amarino. Is a tight pass, and normally you see her jumping up to try and save that and keeping it on the Tiger side, but instead she just let that one go over. Tool there for Lapachis is going to be a point right back for Colorado College. It's going to send Jenks back to serve.
Jenks from Hermosa Beach, California. Her serve to Martin, and Martin can't handle it. So a couple of errors today for Jenny Jenks, but that time, call it an ace.
Julie Jenkins is going to pull Hallie Martin up for some two-man serve receive. Freshman Jenna Rodriguez, Reagan Watley back there. Watley with a nice pass. Faye out of the middle, and that will score. Off the platform of Jenks, Colorado College Tigers are unable to keep that one in play. I'm going to struggle with that all match with both of these teams being the Tigers. It's going to lead to the Trinity Tigers double substitution for that 6-2 rotation. Josie Dare and Sarah Williamy subbing back in. Trinity down just by 1.
It is tough, Jade. I mean, we are on Tiger Network, so we're just so used to saying Tigers, 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 but we have to be careful. Here comes Colorado meeting the block of Maddie Fate.
That last swing by Brown's going to be in the net, sending Dare back to serve.
Our third tie in just the last few points, Trinity and Colorado giving us what we all expected as Dare with the serve here. Jenks pushes it to Lapachis. Watley with the dig. Dare has some options. She goes to Willie. Willie is dug by Hummel. Jenks will go to the outside now, and the red flag up. No touch at the net. Point Trinity. Josie Dare getting a lot of playing time over the last several matches. And goes with the floater here. Hummel gets to it, but Martin crushes it. And Trinity takes a 2-point lead. Timeout, Colorado, as Trinity starting to get their fans involved. Here comes the flag from Kyle Thornton, and that has to mean that Trinity is doing well.
A great way to keep that momentum going. That flag going back and forth, back and forth. Yesterday in the football game, apparently he took it there too. Right after the match here in CalGuard Gym, the Trinity Tigers went out to support the football team against Barry yesterday, and apparently the Trinity parents took that flag with them.
They sure did. And he had the confidence saying, you know, I may never have been to a football game before. I'm usually at CalGuard, but I'm going to step out onto the track and take my flag. And, hey, Trinity won in football. Trinity keeps winning in volleyball. So if the flag leads to victories, he can do whatever he wants.
I'm sure the football team accepted that flag with open arms. Definitely a statement piece, especially in a gym.
And he was so excited. He was not only on the game day post from Trinity Tigers on Twitter and on Instagram, but apparently, according to him, he's going to be featured in the Trinitonian with a picture in his flag, and he was so excited. So congratulations for your accomplishments, Mr. Thornton. But Trinity leading to that flag waving with what they are doing on this run. A 4-0 scoring run, the second 4-0 run they've had in this set alone, gives them a 2-point lead, and Josie Dayer has been back here to serve. Dayer, who got her career high in assists against Dallas, 22 of them last Friday night. Out of the timeout, though, the Colorado Tigers come out strong, and Lepashis not outside as we're used to. She comes across the middle on the cross, and it works for her, now going back to serve. 8 kills now already for the junior from Piedmont. Dayer pushes it to Martin. Martin gets it off the block, but Colorado keeps it going. Here comes Canziora, and the block works for Trinity. Fate and Willie give Trinity a 2-point lead once more. Nadia Kern high-fiving her teammates as she comes off the bench to serve. 2 aces already for the senior from El Paso. Can she do it again? 3 back there to receive the serve for Colorado. Nearly not enough. It was a tough one. Canziora gives Tigers a free ball, but they can't really work with it, but it's saved. Watley gives Colorado a free ball, and still going. Great adjustments by Trinity. Hummel with the save. Jenks to Canziora again. Hits the antenna. Everyone saw it, and Trinity up 3. Hard to miss that antenna shaking.
Wow, what a rally. Great defense by Watley with that one arm being able to throw that ball back over after the free ball, which normally the Tigers handle very well.
Ace, Nadia Kern down on the corner. Colorado thought they had it out. Canziora stepped away, but instead it is ace number 3 for Nadia Kern, and she is on fire in CalGuard Gym. What a run to put the Tigers of Trinity up 4. Much more what we wanted to see here in San Antonio. The hitting percentage slowly starting to climb up to 160. And those errors of Colorado, 10 service errors, 8 attacking errors, starting to bite them in the back.
Yeah, definitely a great bounce back for the Trinity side here in set 2. Looking confident, looking really consistent, keeping balls alive, and sometimes that's all you need to do is keep the ball in play and let the other team make the mistake, which we've seen a couple times throughout these long rallies. The energy is definitely flowing in this gym. We've seen a lot more alumni trickle in as the match has gone on. After people have grabbed their breakfast, tacos, coffee. They're trickling in. A lot of families. It's going to send Nadia Kern back to serve once again. That perfectly timed ace that sent the Colorado College team to use one of their timeouts.
Already 3 aces on the day for Nadia Kern, now 112 on her career. And she's got the queen of aces in the stands. Annie Rose Leggett, the all-time leader for aces for the Tigers, right there at the top of your screen, the middle section with some alumni. So she must be enjoying seeing Nadia with those aces, and Watley adds a kill to it, a 5-point lead for Trinity. And everything rolling now after the timeout. So Coach Jenkins has to be happy with the adjustments her Tigers have made. And she's told me all week long, you have to stay hungry throughout the set. You have to want it all along. Never give up. And they are not giving up today. Not giving up on this play either. Look at them fight. Dayer puts it over. Jenks will go to Canziora, and she's blocked by Willianne Fate.
Amazing rally. You know, normally you see that ball fall on your side after a block. Normally that's a point for the other side. But in this rally, you saw Sarah Williamy and Fate block onto their side, but then keep the ball alive. Josie Dayer was the one that threw that one over. And with that consistent blocking at the net, they put that one down.
They'll try the outside, and it'll work. Delaney Rock stops this 5-0 Trinity run. And Steph Brown will step back to serve. Nadia Kern receives it. Dayer, Fate. Blocked by Studeville. Jenks will keep it going. Canziona again. And she gets the tool off the block. Canziora, excuse me. So the junior stepping up even as she's been blocked a couple of times. Just 3 kills on 11 swings, but expect the Colorado Tigers to keep going to her. Averages over 3 a set. And for the first time today, number 1, Emma Farin, the sophomore from Arlington, Virginia. She digs a Willie swing for the moment, and now she'll send it over to the Tigers. Free ball. Dayer, Willie again, Willie again.
That super senior is just so strong on the right side. They keep feeding her, and she is scoring. Trinity Tigers, 2 away from taking set 2 here. We're going to sub in McLean to serve for Fate. McLean, another Trinity Tiger who we have referenced as an ace queen.
Can she do it to close things out? Just 2 more points needed for Trinity. And a double will be called on Jenny Jenks. 1 more to go for Trinity. Cassidy McLean, the first year from the Woodlands. Canziora tries it again, and successful for the second time in a row. Fate will come back in. So we'll see what the Tigers of Trinity can do on defense. Fate stays out. It is Ellis and Willie in the front row. Dayer has to chase this one down. Can Willie put it over? 2 over as it's out, and Colorado gets to 20. Not backing down here, even as Trinity on the verge of tying this one back up. Annie Stager trying to keep it going for Colorado. Her lefty serve will be a lefty ace. A 3-0 run by Colorado, and they'll need 3 more to extend it. Trinity just 1. Nadia Kern, Josie Dayer, Emily Ellis. Hummel with the dig. Jenks will go to Canziora, and Canziora puts it down. 4-0 run and a timeout from Julie Jenkins. So these Tigers, both of them facing adversity early on, and they are not afraid of the fight.
Yeah, no, both teams looking extremely confident, but with that said, the momentum is definitely in the hands of Colorado College right now, despite Trinity being at game point. They are not backing down without a fight. And with Stager behind the service line, they are looking good.
Trinity winners of 4 in a row. That coming after that stunning loss at home against the UC Santa Cruz Banana Slugs a week ago. They followed it up with a big victory over Susquehanna, and then this weekend they've been perfect against Centenary, Austin, and Dallas, dropping just 1 set to the Crusaders of Dallas. And they're looking to remain perfect in conference play, improve that record to 12-0. After this weekend, just 1 more weekend left in conference play for the Tigers. They will head to Seguin to face St. Thomas Southwestern and Texas Lutheran. Meanwhile, Colorado will also be there in Seguin, but they will not face Trinity anymore. They'll face Southwestern and Texas Lutheran to start. But both teams wanting to head west on I-10 with a victory in their back pocket. Who will it be? This second set will no doubt play a big part in it. Colorado trying to go up 2-0. Trinity trying to even things up. Stager into the net. That'll be easy. Trinity takes set 2.
Behind the service line, Colorado College really struggling this morning. We've seen several service errors both out the back of the court and in the net. As we mentioned, the Trinity Tigers are not a team that you want to be giving free points to, and that was unfortunately the wrong time, resulting in the Trinity Tigers taking set 2 after a battle back and forth. Definitely a great bounce back for the Trinity side after taking a loss in set 1. Colorado College is one of those teams that is strong consistently. So, again, another great bounce back. Oftentimes you see teams lose in set 1, and that kind of carries the momentum for the rest of the match. So now things are essentially starting at 0 here. One of these teams has to win another 2 sets. So things are tied back up. It'll be interesting to see how this third set goes.
And all that means is we get some more volleyball, guaranteed at least 4 and maybe 5. We're not sure, but we are enjoying the volleyball that we do have. And Colorado had started to limit the errors behind the service line. They had 7 in the first set, but that last one a killer for them as they had a big-time run. So not what they were looking for at all. Meanwhile, for Trinity, Sarah Williamy, 8 kills on 14 swings to lead the way. And we previewed it a little bit. Sarah Williamy deciding to come to Trinity instead of Colorado. Williamy, a native of Denver, Colorado. And I got to talk with her way back at the beginning of the year, her and Flynn, as I really wanted to focus on the Sarahs and give them a little bit of a spotlight. Had a fun video between the two, asking them some questions to see who knows each other better. But they told me a story back then that I've been saving for when we play Colorado, because it only feels right. So the story is, when they were both being recruited for college volleyball, Flynn and Willie, as they are known here at Trinity, along with being known as the Sarahs, they were at camp in Colorado, and that's where they met. And they were both right sides, both playing the same position, and they hit it off immediately. And anybody who knows them knows that they are
tied at the hip, those two girls.
Exactly. They are extremely fun personalities. They love to be around each other. They're roommates now. And so it started back there in Colorado. The very next week, without knowing, they were both at Trinity's camp.
Wow.
And by that point, Flynn, who heard of Trinity from her best friend in Seattle, whose sister was at Trinity, she had already basically decided to come to Trinity along with the rest of that class. So think of the likes of Lexi Acevedo and Emily Ellis, Emma Funk, Tyler Sanderson, and the only one left was Sarah Williamy. She had not decided, and Flynn said, come on, you already would have a friend in me. You should come down to San Antonio. It'll be so much fun. And Willie wanted to maybe stay at home in Colorado, but she wasn't afraid to leave the state. And Flynn, as Willie told me, really did play a part in bringing her to San Antonio. And here we are 5 years later, very thankful that Flynn helped convince Sarah Williamy to come to Trinity instead of Colorado.
Thank you, Flynn. A friendship that was meant to be. If you don't know that class hardly at all, the whole Emily Ellis, the Sarahs, Lexi Acevedo, all of them, some of them of which have graduated by now. Very, very, very tight-knit bunch, so I'm sure Sarah Williamy, super glad to have chosen Trinity University. And again, thank you, Flynn.
And it almost feels like that would have changed the whole space-time continuum if they would have gone to Colorado instead of Trinity. I mean, just think of how differently things would be in this entire universe. thankfully we don't have to think about it.
And it's interesting that that friendship really took precedence because they play the same position. It's hard to choose going to a school and playing on a team where you know someone in the same class as you that's going to be playing the same position. So to make that decision to come anyways, in favor of friendship, maybe over playing time. But that being said, they're both getting tremendous amount of playing time. I was just about to say, and there you have it. That's the first point of set 3 here. It's going to go to the Trinity Tigers with Amarino back to serve.
A dynamic duo for sure on the right side for Trinity. And them two along with Ellis, who Ellis and Flynn try to get the block there, but it's a kill for Lapachis. But the 3 super seniors doing their part in leading Trinity to this number 4 ranking, 20-3 on the year and 11-0 in conference play. It's been a magical year that the Tigers of Trinity hope to keep going, and they hope to steal this one from Colorado. Watley dug by Hummel. Jenks will push it right back to number 9. She can't get it to go, so Amarino in the middle. Ellis gets her second kill of the set. 2 for 2 is Ellis.
Perfect placement for Ellis. You saw Hummel go up, thinking that ball was going to be out, but falling perfectly in that deep corner. Watley back to serve. Tigers now up by 1. We'll see if they can string some points together.
Jenks goes to the middle. Was there a touch? Colorado thinks so. Trinity says no. So does the official. Point Trinity. Let's take a look at the replay. Rock coming across the middle. Close. Emily's fingertips were right there, but I do think it avoided it. So here comes Lapachis, and she's out. Trinity 4-1. Jenks, Lapachis again. And this time, Lapachis goes the opposite way down the line, and she gets it in. Is that the water bottle I hear, Jade?
The water bottle. We mentioned it time and time again this weekend, but now you're hearing it in its full form. You can see Sarah Williamy's dad on the top right side of your screen, actually sitting in the visitors section by himself.
Gosh, that's just another component of it. If she wouldn't have chosen to come here, we wouldn't have a water bottle.
Yeah, and he's really not by himself. He has his water bottle.
And he has a Sarah Flynn kill to take a look at. Sarah Flynn lining up the scoreboard alongside Sarah Williamy. The two of them leading the way with 12 kills combined. And here comes the serve from Rodriguez, a tough one, and Flynn dumps it down for another. Put it on the board for Sarah Flynn. And that water bottle of Bucky Williamy, so iconic that he was telling us yesterday during that spring season when there were cutouts of fans since they couldn't be here, there was a cutout of the water bottle. Who could believe it? Certainly us and Trinity playing great defense, inspired perhaps by the water bottle. Lapachis not going to get it past the block of Flynn and Fate, so the Tigers are roaring on behalf of Trinity. Here comes a timeout from Colorado, and it is all maroon and white right now.
A great start to this third set. Tigers are all smiles. The Trinity Tigers, for further specification, all smiles as they speak with their head coach, Julie Jenkins. You saw Julie giving Sarah Flynn some high fives as they walked off for that timeout. So really, really enjoying her performance thus far. Looking at the stats, Tigers hitting percentage finally climbing, now at 206 and pretty much tying up with Colorado College at 216. The errors are pretty comparable. Trinity Tigers are climbing in their kills, getting in closer and closer to matching Colorado College. And the digs are even. So stats are comparable, but that being said, Trinity Tigers really coming out here in set 3, taking the 4-point lead. We love to see it.
That hitting percentage of 206 getting closer to the average of 248 on the year, and it's an average that is 11th best in Division III. It has slowly continued to climb And when I asked Julie Jenkins, getting to meet with her every week that we have a home game, always ask her, what are you happy with? And she says, just that hitting percentage continuing to climb week after week. It signals that the team continues to work, continues to improve. And so not only in the season, but also here within the game, the hitting percentage climbing right alongside Trinity's Tigers. Another down ball, free ball for the Tigers. Amarino Martin tried to get it over the top of the tape. Instead, it rolled back on her side. So a missed opportunity for Trinity. Gives it right back to Colorado, down 3. Amarino, Flynn, why not? Flynn on fire in set 2. Josie Dayer now in along with William E. So as you keep track of the Sarahs, you can keep track of them not only by themselves, but by their setters. So Dayer paired with William E. Nice block by Martin and Fate. They'll try it again. And the ball drops in the middle of Dayer and Rodriguez. The first years talking to each other after that, high-fiving, saying no big deal, we'll get it next time. You see the replay right there, just a little bit of miscommunication. So 8-5 Trinity, and out. Mark another tally on the service air column for Colorado. That is 12.
Nadia Kern back to serve for the Tigers. You saw Julie Jenkins pulling Rodriguez aside, telling her from what looks like to take the charge on that last rally, and have confidence in taking the first ball. That being said, she walked away all smiles. You see her giving high fives to her teammates, looking for serve receive opportunity here.
Trinity up 9-6. Annie Stager trying to keep it closer. Dayer, middle to Fate. Fate rejected by Studeville. Studeville with her 4th block today. She had a career high against Dallas, 6 of them, and she's had that career high of 6 twice in the last 6 matches alone. So the sophomore from Illinois really stepping up at the net. Dayer behind her, back Willie is sent back by Studeville and Canziora. And Colorado will get a shot. Studeville over a triple block. Now the double block, not enough for Canziora. So the attack of Colorado improving in this 3rd set now after the Coach Dingman timeout. But another error.
It's crazy, Brian. It is crazy in this gym. The amount of service errors is really something that I've never seen before from both of these really competitive Division III teams. Nice pass. It's going to be a almost tool off the block, but Josie Dayer's getting a hand on it. Nadia Kern keeping that ball in play. Off the block, you got a dig from Watley. They're going to run it to Sarah Williamy. A double call on the Trinity Tigers side. That is some really tight calling by the up ref there.
That replay certainly didn't show anything that signaled double. Lapach is trying to go over the double block. Watley now with the swing. Jakes right back to the middle, and Studeville puts it down, ties things up at 10. Make it 5 kills and 4 blocks for Studeville. One of many sophomores on this roster, a very young team with just 1 senior, and perhaps seeing some of that inexperience today behind the service line. 14 service errors, rapidly approaching a season high, and we have at least 2 more sets to go, Jade.
I'm at a loss for words. Right when you think they're going to really push the momentum, unfortunately, we're seeing so many surface errors to just, again, kill that momentum. Outside to Lapachis. She'll score for a quick side out, sending Hummel back to serve.
(11-11). Set number 3 with Hummel, senior from O'Connor High School. Tight pass from Kern. Ellis right to the libero. Nice dig from her. A collision now. And a deep swing and a deep out for Lapachis. A tough angle for her gives Trinity a point. She had to range all the way back. Look at this replay. Well out of the court. Trying her best, but no can do. So here comes Reagan Watley, the first year on the other end. Jenks goes to Lapachis, and Lapachis says hello once again to Flynn and Ellis.
Yeah, that last block being all Flynn. You saw Emily Ellis hyping her up. Wow, incredible turn of the wrist for Lapachis. Off the net, able to turn that one down the line, catching Amarino. It's going to send Jenks back to serve. But a great adjustment for Lapachis after that last swing.
Tight pass on Marino. Ellis was ready for the slide, instead just pushes it over. On the other end, had an opportunity, did Delaney Rock. The block was a little late, but she couldn't get it over the net, so point Trinity. 14-12 in this third set. Rodriguez will take the serve, and it looks like Brett Thornton getting ready to check in. And she will. Here comes number 14 from Rockwall, alongside Hallie Martin and Sarah Flynn in the front row. Watley and Amarino joining Rodriguez. Low serve, Jenks handles it on the set, and Lapachis on the middle. Rodriguez, a chase all the way down. Marissa Amarino nearly on the basketball sideline. Love to see the fight, but it's a point for Colorado. Flynn denied. Amarino keeps it going. Watley and Martin nearly collided on the swing, so Colorado gets a shot, and Canziora, too much for Reagan Watley. Colorado tied at 14 again. Back and forth go these two teams. Nice pass for Watley. Amarino goes to Flynn. Fire from Flynn into the stands. All sorts of power from Seattle, all the way to the first row of the bleachers here.
Sarah Flynn is definitely a Tiger that the Trinity team wants to keep going back to. Currently 7-for-11, hitting .600 thus far with 0 errors. She is playing clean thus far.
Jenks goes to Canziora. Nice dig by Rodriguez. Thornton will send it over. What will Colorado do? Middle. Saved. Martin can't get there on the second touch, though. Another nice attempt by the Tigers of Trinity. But it remains tied, 15-15. Both coaches off their seats. Coach Jenkins directing her squad. Coach Dingman from her bench calling directions. Everyone wants this one. Dayer pushes it. Thornton, no. Thornton came on the slide. It was Willie in the middle, and Willie just too much on it. Trying to get the cross to work, and Colorado takes the lead. Tough pass will force Rodriguez to float it up for Martin. Martin makes it work, but the ball's still alive. Canziora to Martin. And a free opportunity and a free point for Delaney Rock. waiting for it at the net, and she hammers it down. 17-11 Colorado, and a timeout from Julie Jenkins as Colorado storming back to take the lead in this third set, and Coach Jenkins wanting to stop things before they get too far. Two very experienced head coaches today on the court. For Colorado, it is Sharon Dingman, just in her second season as head coach for Colorado, but she has been around the game for a long, long time, most recently spending 6 seasons at the University of Chicago, and she engineered the Maroons to some of their best volleyball in program history, earning a #1 ranking in the AVCA for the first time ever under Coach Dingman. And before joining the D3 level, Coach Dingman was at the Division I level for over 20 years, was the head coach at Iowa, Illinois State, Butler, and Auburn.
Wow.
So she knows what she's doing when it comes to volleyball. And not only getting to talk with her this week, but ahead of the SCAC tournament a year ago, Coach Dingman telling me when I asked why the change from Division I to Division III, and she said it was really Jenny McDowell, the head coach of Emory, who always would preach to her that D3 is the perfect marriage between athletics and academics. So she wanted to give it a shot. She went to Chicago, and now here at Colorado, trying to lead her Tigers back to the NCAA tournament where they are so used to being.
That strong coaching, you're definitely seeing it. Colorado currently up by 2. But with that said, Julie Jenkins has called some timely timeouts that have resulted in what we've seen, some missed serves by Colorado, quick side outs.
It will be a free ball for Colorado. Jenks has options. She goes to Canziora, and Canziora finishes it. Not what Trinity wanted out of the timeout. Canziora right in the middle of the block. Thornton and Willie not quite up there. And Colorado up 3. Tight pass, Dayer able to get it to Martin, and Martin puts it down. Great job by her on a tough opportunity. And she'll come right back out for Nadia Kern. Hallie Martin with 3 kills on 10 swings this afternoon. She's had a pretty good weekend, had 7 kills on Friday in that first match against Austin. Jenks can't get it over.
Kern, man.
A special afternoon now as we cross the noon hour for Nadia Kern. Here she goes again. Still giving Colorado trouble, but they are able to get it over. Rodriguez digs it. Dayer, Willie, off speed, dug by Hummel. Can the Tigers gather? Watley, kill.
That disconnect there with Studeville in the middle really led to essentially a free ball opportunity for the Trinity Tigers. And boy, did they use it. Watley on the outside putting that ball away. It's going to send Nadia Kern back to serve once again, and they have tied things up at 18-18.
Kern, the one-arm dig. Rodriguez will send it over. Nice block. Colorado will get another shot. Jenks pushes it. Canziora blocked by Thornton and Willie. Studeville just floats it. Free ball. Thornton. Not quite. Pushed over. Another free ball. This time Thornton. Right to Hummel. Canziora blocked by Thornton and Willie gives Colorado a stare. She wants this one. Trinity up 1 on a 4-0 run.
What a rally, Ryan. And despite winning that point, right after the ball hit the floor, you saw Josie Dayer and Thornton immediately talking to one another, trying to get that connection going. Great defense on both sides.
Into the antenna, point Trinity. And that big time block by Thornton and Willie, maybe all the momentum these Tigers in maroon needed. They take a 2-point lead, 20-18. and wave that flag once again, Mr. Thornton. Jade, things looking a lot better after the timeout from Coach Jenkins.
Yeah, definite shift there in the momentum. You can really feel it here in the gym, and hopefully you can feel it if you are tuning in at home. Several fans on their feet after that last rally. And to just put the nail in the coffin in terms of momentum, that unfortunate swing into the antenna just really continued to fuel the fire. We'll see what happens after this timeout, but the Tigers, in regards to the home team here, are big smiles and looking strong.
And what you also love is, since there's so many volleyball alumni in the building, no one knows the game better than them. So they are reacting and oohing and awing with every action, even if it doesn't result in an immediate point. Maybe the casual viewer might not think much of it. There are some real reactions, and I don't know if we've heard it like this since maybe that Juniata match, Jade.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a lot of, for example, doubles calls being called from the stands, something that maybe the average everyday watcher wouldn't necessarily notice. But that being said, it is great to have him here in the gym. We are coming back from the timeout. Trinity up by 2 with Nadia Kern behind the service line.
Nadia Kern on the serve.
Is it just me, or does something good seem to happen when Nadia Kern is back to serve?
Yeah, time and time again, Nadia Kern is who you want back there. And there you have it, another ace for Nadia Kern.
Manifesting it into existence, a 6-0 run on the back of Nadia Kern. And she is just having an insane day, Jade. That is 4 aces already for Nadia Kern.
She got about 2 steps onto the court and immediately started cheering for herself. There you have it, another ball for Nadia Kern. Colorado College getting called on a double after that first initial touch.
More doubles called today than in the entire Major League Baseball playoffs. Nadia Kern just dominating behind the service line, giving Colorado issues. And again, now she's with the dig. Rodriguez sets it up for Watley on the outside. Watley dug by Lepaches. Canziora, not today. Colorado trying again. Canziora, not again. Willie and Thornton absolutely dominant on the right side block.
Nadia Kern behind the service line. Now that's exciting, but equally exciting is Thornton and Sarah Williamy at the net, not letting that ball back over. Nadia Kern targeting Lepaches here.
And she's right there for the dig. Thornton muscles it over. Might as well try the other side, but there is a Tiger. Kern and Dayer. Willie will send it over. And Lepaches tries to set it up. Jenks in the middle. Studeville dug by Rodriguez. Dayer, Watley, down on the court. Yes, it is. Point for Trinity.
Amazing defense on the Tiger side, just able to keep that ball in play. Great digs by Josie Dayer and Rodriguez. And along with that, putting hittable balls up despite the challenging digs. The Tigers are now at game point with Nadia Kern behind the service line. Lepaches out of the back row. That's going to be a point for Colorado College. That ball just grazing off of the platform of Josie Dayer. But a great, great run for Nadia Kern.
9-0 run by the Trinity Tigers with the help of Nadia Kern. That block of Thornton and Willie shining. What will it be here? Dayer, Willie in the middle. Willie gets it done. And it is only fitting that the Colorado native is shining here today. It is all Lone Star State Tigers in set 3. 10 of the last 11 points go to the maroon and white, and they take a 2-1 lead in CalGuard Gym. This is what we've been waiting for, Jade, and this is what we wanted.
Definitely an exciting set to watch. Right after that win there, you saw many, many fans on their feet congratulating the Tigers, as that was truly, like I said, an exciting set to watch. Looking forward to this next one. Tigers now up. The Trinity Tigers now up 2-1. Really looking to take this 4th and not push to a 5th. but only time will tell. Really, really congratulatory, I don't know, words for Nadia Kern behind that service line, because that girl really went off back there, carrying her team across the finish line in that last set. And again, really looking forward to this next one.
And it only feels fitting, Jade, especially as we've both struggled with the lonesome Tigers mentioned, having to say, oh, Trinity, Colorado, trying to correct ourselves, right? So all year we've gone through mascots from the opponents.
All year.
All year long. We've had banana slugs. We've had river hawks.
Riverhawks, yep.
Blue golds. Kangaroos. I mean, we've had some unique ones.
Yeah, definitely not a Tiger-Tiger matchup, and very few big cat matchups, to say the least.
Very few. And this only feels right that on our second to last broadcast together, and on Alumni Weekend, and on a Tiger-to-Tiger battle, that we finally tell the story of why Trinity chose to be the Tigers.
Yep, today's the day.
Never before told on Tiger Network, at least by me. And I've told a lot of these mascot stories, but here we go, the Trinity Tigers. So for those of you wondering why Trinity, well, Trinity has been in 3 different cities in Texas, Waxahachie, Tawakona, and now San Antonio. And when they were in Waxahachie back in the early 1900s, they were just known as the Trinitonians or even the Presbyterians at the time. But the Detroit Tigers of Major League Baseball came down and played spring training in Waxahachie, Texas, of all places. And they invited some of the baseball team at Trinity to come train with them, to come see them. And Trinity just fell in love with the Detroit Tigers. And after that, they adopted the Tigers for their own name. And in 1916, a September edition of the Waxahachie Daily Light was the first time that there was a mention of the Trinity Tigers when they wrote, the Trinity Tigers will meet Tarleton on local gridiron in their first battle. So since that 1916 day, thanks to the Detroit Tigers, we have the Trinity Tigers, the real Tigers, on this afternoon. It all comes back to baseball one way or another.
Yeah, one way or another.
But today it is all volleyball, high quality volleyball. We expected nothing less. We promised you at the top, and Jade and I, we do not lie to you, that this game was going to be good, and it has lived up to all the hype. Colorado coming in and taking set number 1 pretty convincingly, and then Trinity bouncing back, taking set number 2, taking set number 3 in dramatic fashion, and we can only hope that that 4th set is going to be as good as the first 3.
Yeah, the Trinity Tigers definitely look good, but with that being said, these scores are tight. You know, set 1 was 25-21, set 2, 25-22, and that last one only being 25-19. So both of these teams are really still in this match. We will see who strings away with some points here, but I would say the momentum is definitely in the Trinity Tigers' hands currently.
Nice pass by Watley to start things off. Flynn. Yes, ma'am. Sarah Flynn, as she has done throughout the day, starts things off with a kill. Sarah Flynn up to 8 kills. Sarah Williamy up to 9. And who would have thought the two Sarahs leading the way as they so often do. But Colorado not going to go away, especially with their Isabella Lepachis there on the outside. She's up to 15 kills to lead all scores. And it is 1-1 to start set 4. Amarino Martin. Nice dig in the back row. Jenks goes to the middle. Steph Brown can't get it over. Will it be a 4 call? No. Tigers will still get it. Martin right to Stager. Ellis tries to two-hand it over. Lepachis floats it over, and this time a nice move for Lepachis. Puts Colorado up 2-1.
A great look by Lepachis, just seeing that tight corner open as Hallie Martin shifted in to pick up any tips. Nice pass by Rodriguez. It's going to be a dump that is easily picked up by Hummel. But that Trinity block, Emily Ellis at the net, not letting that ball come back over. Things are now tied up at 2-2. Yeah, Jenna Rodriguez back to serve.
Dump perfectly placed by Jenny Jenks. First we've seen of that from her. And it came at the right moment. Challenge accepted, Trinity setters. As Colorado setter now to serve. Martin with a nice pass. Amarino to Thornton. Here comes Lapachis. Double block. Yes, sir. Brett Thornton, Sarah Flynn. Why not? 12 blocks on the afternoon for Trinity. And there is a good shot that they reach their season high. We'll see what they can come up with. Sarah Williamy already tying a season high with 4 blocks by herself. She is stepping it up against her Colorado school. Rodriguez forces a back row swing from Watley. Jenks now for Colorado. Lapachis and out. Outside kill. Not Lapachis this time, though. Colorado switching it up and fooling Trinity as it is Rock with the kill. Didn't see Rock much in that last set, but she is doing well for herself today. She is up to 8 kills. Excellent pass. Lets Dayer go to Martin. Martin tries to take some off. Confusion there in the middle. Canziora back out. One of the closer ones we've seen. Let's see the replay. Unable to tell there. Did look out, though. And here she comes again, Nadia Kern. Last time she was back there, a 9-0 Trinity run. What does she have up her sleeve this time? Canziora really struggling receiving it from Nadia Kern. Gives it to her for the dig. Dayer Watley. Excellent save, but Colorado, no, they can't put it up the first time. Too much on it now. 2 opportunities missed by Steph Brown, and she's going to want that one back. Trinity up 6-4.
We said it before, sometimes all it takes is keeping the ball in play, and that is what the Trinity Tigers really did in that last rally. Just great coverage, and despite those balls being tight on the net and over, forced Colorado to swing out. Nadia Kern off the tape and an ace.
High five for 5 aces, Nadia Kern.
She's making it look too easy back there, mixing things up. A lot of deep, aggressive, and high-paced float serves is normally what we see, but that one, with some luck, just bouncing off the tape and over. Another deep serve by her in that deep cross-court corner. An ace once again for Nadia Kern.
What is going on, Nadia Kern? 6 aces on the day. I'll have whatever she's having. 8-4 Trinity in set number 4. The senior from El Paso running all over Colorado and make it 7.
No way.
7 aces, Nadia Kern.
Nadia Kern has got Colorado College shaking in their boots. It's almost as if the opponents don't want to pass her. We might have just jinxed it, but that being said, a great run for Nadia Kern. All smiles on her despite that last serve being out.
There's no jinxing her. She's too good.
She's too good.
Dayer middle, Willie. Yes, she can again. Free Willie in the middle. 10-5 Trinity as she reaches double digits. 10 kills for the super senior. You think she's dangerous from her right side position, try her from the middle every now and then, and you'll see what you get. Brett Thornton with a nice serve. And denied. Emily Ellis, Reagan Watley combined for the block. And Coach Dingman calls a timeout. Tigers of Trinity roaring right now.
The super senior and the freshman putting that ball right back down on the Colorado College side. going into this timeout. Wow, what a great string of points. Nadia Kern, the ace queen for real today, just back there wailing away with instances where Colorado College literally just stepped away from the ball and let it fall. It was almost as if the ball had too much power on it and they just didn't want to deal. But great showing by Nadia Kern. Great finish there by Watley and Ellis, forcing the timeout by Colorado College. Trinity's looking extremely confident. We're seeing a lot of smiles on the bench during this timeout. Colorado College stepping on early in this timeout. You'd think that they would take more time. Julie Jenkins consistently utilizing all of the time throughout timeouts, whether she calls it or not.
Maybe because the message is just as simple as let's receive Nadia Kern serve better. I mean, it's been the story of this set, and the story of the early afternoon was Colorado couldn't serve. So really, when you talk about it all the time, Jade, volleyball comes down to passing and serving.
Serving and passing.
Serving right here has been the name of the game.
It's great when you can have a defensive specialist producing points. Oftentimes you're relying on your offense to put the ball down. But boy, does it make things just a little bit easier when you got someone behind the service line consistently putting points on the board. You're going to see a double called on the Colorado College side. Not what you want out of the timeout. That's going to send Brett Thornton back to serve once again. And the Trinity Tigers are now leading here with a strong lead.
7-1 run combined with Kern and Thornton. Can Thornton get an ace? Yes, she can. Bretasaurus gets an ace herself. 13-5 Trinity, and they are threatening to really run away with this one. Jenks tries the jump. Tigers are ready for it. Willie met by Jenks. Nice dig from her. Here comes the outside swing. A block for the moment. And a dig by Dayer. Trinity playing excellent defense. Can they set up a kill? Yes, they can! Emily Ellis, hello! Ellis says, don't forget about me. I have 4 kills, 4 blocks as well. And these super seniors showing why we are so grateful that they all came back. Jenks with the set. Back row attack by Lapachis, and Trinity not quite ready for it. So a nice decision by Jenks going to her strongest attacker, even from the back row. 14-6 Trinity.
A great option for Colorado College. We'll see if they run her again out of the back row.
Stager will try to bring her team back. Watley from the outside. Free ball. Kern. Dayer. Willie. Yes, again. Sarah Williamy having another laugh as she steps off the court. Flynn checking in, as well as Amarino. Maybe the last we see of Williamy today, not sure. But we shall see. Amarino will be the one to serve. Up 15-6 are these Trinity Tigers, trying to take it in for. Jenks will go back row again. Lapachis had a good swing, and it'll be a point for Colorado.
Yep, they're going to call Emily Ellis in the net. That being said, a great dig by Nadia Kern would have led to probably a good offensive play for the Trinity Tigers. And looping back on Sarah Williamy, if that is the last time we see her in this set, she is currently leading with 11 kills, so she is in the double digits. Tigers struggling a little bit with that last serve receive. Needing a little bit better communication in that Nadia Kern-Watley seam.
Kern this time able to receive it. Amarino, Emily on the slide. Ellis with the kill. First we've seen it today. We've seen it all weekend long, all season long. Make it 4 kills for Emily Ellis.
The slide tracker, man. Might be the first that we are seeing today. But if we had a season slide tracker, boy, would that be something that would be ticking. We're going to see a down ball from Lapachis. Or excuse me, not a down ball. She was in the air on that swing. Nice, smart swing by her will lead to a Colorado College point. That's going to be Hummel back to serve.
Amarino will have to save it, and she is unable to, as a tough serve from Hummel puts Colorado into double digits. They try to creep a little closer. Out. It had been a while, but another service error, 15, and just one shy of a season-high 16 that Colorado had against Centenary a few weeks ago. And against Centenary, maybe they could get away with it, but against the number 4 team in the country, that will not work. A block by Trinity, and it lands. Hallie Barton, Brett Thornton, timeout, Coach Dingman. Or, no, it looked like she might call a timeout, but nothing can stop these Trinity Tigers right now. Jenna Rodriguez back to serve, and another ace.
Wow.
10 aces as a team, and there's the timeout from Coach Dingman. So we were just a point early, Jade, but 10 aces for the Trinity Tigers, and 7 of them coming from Nadia Kern. Have you ever seen anything like this?
Unbelievable. You know, I am familiar in the sense that the Trinity Tigers do a lot of service practice, and they do a lot of service practice specifically on like that back 2 feet of the court, and that's really what they're putting the pressure here on. We've seen a lot of balls falling in just that last foot of the court. Those corners is what they've really been targeting, and it has been working. Nadia Kern going back there. Man, is she the ace queen today. You said 7 aces? That is truly incredible. For some people, 7 aces on a season is incredible, let alone in one match. So again, a defensive player able to produce points for their team back there behind the service line. It's really awesome to see.
And for Nadia Kern, what you love to see as well as just her performance in general is knowing that she was the libero coming into the year as a senior captain. And then as the season progressed, Jenna Rodriguez, the first year, had been playing so well defensively that she has taken over that libero jersey. But just because you're wearing a different color doesn't mean that you're a different player. And Nadia Kern not hanging her head at all, showing plenty of positivity. We see her all year long, pumping up her teammates, pumping up her coaches herself. And when she's needed most, when she's called upon, she is thriving for the Tigers. So it is just great to see that these Tigers, whenever they're called upon, they come through. Coming out of the timeout, Rodriguez with the dig attempt. It will not quite work, though. Lepache is just a bit too much. As she gets to 21 kills on the afternoon, Isabella Lepache with her season high. A tying of her season high, so one more would put her over.
A nice hustle by Watley. I really thought she was just going to get one hand on that last play to keep the ball in play. But as we saw, a point for Colorado College is going to send Jenks behind the service line. Nice pass by Rodriguez. They're sending that one to Flynn. Off speed is thrown back over. Thornton out of the middle, a great swing dug by Jenks. This ball going back and forth. And that is a point for the Trinity Tigers as Jenks unable to get that ball back in play. It's going to lead to the Tigers' double substitution. Josie Dare and Sarah Williamy re-entering the game. So we will see Sarah Williamy once again. She already has 11 kills. We'll see if she can rack up a couple more. Tigers now 5 away from taking the match.
And I have a feeling, Jade, that Sarah Williamy will play a part in these final points, and right away with a block, but it's still going. This time over the block of Williamy and Thornton, so a point for Colorado. But with just 5 points left, Trinity needing those to get a win. You have to imagine that number 15 will be at the heart of it. She's right there with Brett Thornton and Hallie Martin in the front row. Lepache is back to serve. It is a short one. Watley has to go down and get it. Dare chases it. Martin from the outside. Colorado scrambling. It'll be a push and out.
Great eye by Rodriguez. You could hear her loud and clear, even from up here in the press box, calling that ball out. And look who it is. With 4 points till taking the match, Nadia Kern is going back behind the service line. We'll see if she can string together just a couple more points here.
Back row attack. We've seen it a couple times now. Tigers out to Willie. Dug by Lepashis. Canziora does put it on the wood. 13 for Colorado, 21 for Trinity.
Definitely the kill early on that Colorado College was looking for. Making sure that they minimize the amount of time that Nadia Kern is behind the service line.
Nearly an ace, saved by the Tigers of Trinity. Jenny Jenks tries to get it back to Canziora, and Canziora hits the antenna. Back comes Emily Ellis, back comes Cassidy McLean. 3 more for the Tigers of maroon and white. And McLean, someone we've so often seen go on these ace runs, has none today. Can she join the party? Not on this one. Jenks with a nice set to the middle. Canziora set back by Ellis.
The perfect block right there. Emily Ellis right where she needed to be. It's going to send freshman McLean back to serve. Trinity Tigers now up by 10 here in the fourth.
Willie couldn't quite chase it down. Point for Colorado.
Yeah, extremely tight ball thrown up by Nadia Kern. Sarah Williamy unable to get that one over.
Stager will try to give Colorado a massive run to put them back in it. They'll need 10 of the next 11 points if they want to keep it going. Watley from the outside. Watley, great swing and a kill. 1 more to go. And Willie will be checking out for the final point. Flynn and Amarino come in. But Sarah Williamy shining against her Rocky Mountain State. 11 kills today, and she'll hope Amarino can end it. 24-14 in set 4.
Yep, 11 kills and 4 blocks for Sarah Williamy, so a great showing by her today. Tooling off the block. Canziera is going to score. We're going to see Miller back to serve.
Hearn sets it up for Watley. It'll be a free ball. Slide attempt. Dug by Rodriguez. Amarino Ellis says, let's go home.
What a match. Truly a fight back and forth, but the Trinity Tigers are going to be the Tigers to take this one. The match that we were looking forward to all weekend. And our hometown Tigers come up on top.
Katy Perry would be so proud of the Tigers' roar today, coming back down after losing that first set, and they never looked back. 25-22 in set 2, 25-19, and they saved their best for last. 25-15 in set number 4. That hitting percentage staying over 200. They had 53 digs right alongside Colorado, but look at that magic number, Jade. 11 aces for the Tigers.
11 aces for the Tigers. And those right sides, those Sarahs, which we have been talking about all match thus far. Sarah Williamy with 11 kills. Sarah Flynn with 8 kills and hitting 600 plus. A great showing for those right sides.
And a great showing for all the TUVB alumni that are here in the building. We talked about it early on. But over 30 alumni spanning 6 decades, and we have one right here in Jade just a few years ago on this court. So I know that they're going to gather for a picture and you want to join. But before we sign off, just want to say thank you to everyone for tuning in all weekend long. It's been a great load of fun hosting the SCAC crossover. We haven't had one of these in a while. We had been missing conference opponents. So thank you to everyone on Tiger Network for tuning in. Thank you for everyone in the control room running things, the great camera action, the great angles, replays, everything. And thank you, of course, Jade, for everything that you do For everyone mentioned, I'm Brian Yanselson, and have a spectacular Sunday afternoon with a Trinity victory in hand.
Six decades of Tiger volleyball alumni. One more round of applause.